It's Chippy from CarryPad. We're with Cup Computing from Norway here. Not actually in the confines of MWC 2011 here, but we're in a private meeting area here to take a look at some of their new technology, which is enabling multiple OSs and multiple processing platforms within the same casing here. So take a look at this. This is MacBook Air that you all know and love, and that is not a screenshot shown there. That is actually Android running within the confines of this casing. It's not running on the Mac, so to speak. What Cup have done is they've actually integrated an ARM v7 processor into this casing as well, and using their proprietary technology, which works through the South Bridge to connect all the devices, the memory, RAM, etc., etc. You get this ability to actually switch between operating systems within the same device. So if I just switch this button here, we've gone straight back to Apple. Standard operating system, everything is working here, and that was working in the background as we did work with Android there. I'm going to switch back again. Now, it doesn't have to be that both are running at the same time. It could be that one is in hibernate, one is in standby, and the other system works at the same time. So you've got this advantage of not only potential battery life savings. So for example, there's probably a 60 watt-hour battery in here. If you run the ARM v7 system on that 60 watt-hour battery, clearly you're going to get days and days of standby, probably weeks of standby, days of usage. So if you're into that sort of situation where all you need to do is input text, for example, you don't need to be running the OSX system. You can switch to Android and do it in that. There's also another advantage here, which is if you, and we talked about this a lot on CarryPad, which is the different types of full internet experiences you get from the mobile and from the desktop operating system, where desktop allows you to have the power to run full apps, web apps with Flash running perfectly and everything else. Whereas in the mobile world, you might add location to that equation, and you might want to have things polling in the background, and you want to have the best of that world. So you could actually have the ARM system running in the background all the time, hibernate Mac OS X, and have, you know, days and days of ARM usage. And then when you just want to do your 1 or 2 hours normal work on the standard desktop operating system, you can do that. So this is interesting, and I'm actually very pleased that we've had bit of a preview of this. I'm just trying to find the switch. They've hidden it in the Kensington log port here. Pretty pleased that we've had a preview of this, because we've seen it in a couple of products before. I don't know if you remember, back to 2006 it was, in the UMPC world, the dual core product, which actually never came to market. A lot of people were excited about that. The HTC Shift had a feature where you could actually run Windows Mobile and Windows 7 within the same casing as well. But this goes one step further and integrates all the devices, memory, RAM, and I think this is a really neat and tidy solution. This is not a completely 100% mobile solution targeted at mobile users. It's more targeted to users that want this dynamic range of usage scenarios, from ultra low power to full desktop video. I mean, it's perfect for people like me, who do events like this and want to do video editing, and then we just power off that high-powered desktop processor, put it into standby, and just carry on the rest of the day doing Twitters with ARM, the ARM processor. So for people that want that dynamic range, and for also people that want the multiple OS choice. And of course, I'm thinking of scenarios now where you've got virtualization running on the x86, so you get 2 or 3 operating systems running there, and then you've got virtualization running on the ARM, you get 2 or 3 operating, you've got the works, everything's going to happen. So interested to see what happens here. Q2 for the first product from Cups, Q4 possibly second product, so we'll keep a close eye on these guys and see what happens, because this really could enable some really amazing computing scenarios. This is Chippy, CarryPad.com, with Cups at the Mobile World Congress 2011.